Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Heartgold and Soulsilver. This is episode 3 and in the last episode we made it here to Violet City. And we also obtained Dracula the Zubat. In this episode we're going to do some prep for the upcoming gym and the battle against Faulkner. First things first, some things I need to cover. The pink apricorn tree right outside Mr. Pokemon. In the original games, that will give you a poison cure berry, which is a held item antidote. So that's always handy to know. On Route 31, there is a bug catcher called Wade, and not only is he a rematchable trainer, he can also offer you berries from time to time. So it's probably worth getting his number. Also, for some unexplainable reason, I have not covered our starter Pokemon in bios. So you'll probably see them up on screen right now. I'm not going to repeat what I've said about them because that's just redundant. I will also not be going over the evolutions of Chikorita and Totodile, because I'll be doing that as Cyndaquil evolves as well. So, without further ado, let's get started, and you know something? I've been talking about the original games, and I'm playing the remake. So, I want to talk about something exclusive to the remake, so without further ado, this guy here is Primo. Primo is a password generator guy, and essentially he'll ask you for some phrases. And depending on what you give him, he can give you some very unique wallpapers, or he can give you some Pokemon eggs, which we're definitely going to get, because 2 of them are Pokemon we can get relatively soon, but the other one we won't be able to get till post-game, which is very shocking. So I'll just enter them in now while I go over the bios for these Pokemon. Okay, so the first Pokemon that we can get relatively soon is Mareep, and Mareep is honestly one of the best Pokemon you can pick up for a Johto playthrough. At level 15 it becomes Flaffy, but at level 30 it evolves into Ampharos. And Ampharos is a staple for any Johto playthrough. I'm not going to be using one myself, but it's definitely recommended. While Ampharos is very slow, it can deal some massive damage with its base 115 special attack stat. Plus, in the remakes, it also gets a lot more coverage with moves like Signal Beam and Power Gem, which can really definitely bolster some offense for your team. We'll be able to get Mareep soon anyway, but if you want to use this Mareep from this egg, feel free to do so, because Mareep is definitely good and will definitely help you for the next gym. Next up is Wooper, who we can also get relatively soon, and Wooper is Best Boy. Wooper is a water ground type Pokemon, and it becomes Quagsire at level 20, and it is honestly to God a really good Pokemon for any playthrough, regardless of what game it is. Water ground is such a good typing, it's only weak to grass. Not to mention, Quagsire can learn Surf and Earthquake, which is great for any double battles you have to do, as you can pair it up with a multiple and various Pokemon, which can help for playthroughs of Coliseum and XD. We'll be able to get this soon, but do not sleep on this boy if you need a water type. It is very good. The last egg that we can get from Primo here is Slugma. With that, I'm going to get a lot of Slugma Ball comments in the comments below. Slugma we will not be able to get until the post-game, so it is a prime time to get Slugma. As a fire type though, it's not great. When it becomes Macargo at level 38, it gets the rock typing, But unlike Colossal in Sword and Shield, it can't really make use of the rock fire typing. Its abilities are Magma Armor and Flame Body, which are air at most. And if you're looking for a fire type, this is not the one to pick up. The only reason why you want to pick this up is because of Flame Body and Magma Armor being able to help speed up egg hatching. Otherwise, give this one a pass. One thing to note about these passwords is that they are going to be different for every playthrough, because it depends on your trainer ID for your player, which you'll see when you look at your trainer card. Shout out to the textile students! This video is not sponsored by the Pokemon TCG. So, now that I've got all the eggs, you're probably thinking, well, if it's depending on my trainer ID, how do I find out? Well, currently, this website, which I'm showing up on screen, you can enter your trainer ID, the language of your Pokemon game, and you'll be able to find out what words and phrases you need to enter in order to get them. The thing about Pokemon eggs is that they will hatch eventually over time into the designated Pokemon. If you are playing the remakes like I am, they will be level 1 when they hatch. However, in the original, they will be level 5. So that's one thing to note. And I guess while we're here, I'll pick up our Bellsprout for something we're going to be doing. And we'll just showcase off Dracula, who is now level 7, has learned Supersonic at level 5. We have Apollo the Cyndaquil, who is getting quite high level, to be honest. So we'll probably relax on using him. But the next section is going to be annoying without him. I also picked up a Centret to use for other purposes. And we have Pingus, the Bellsprout. Because Pingus has a very important use, which is not going to be part of our team. Why do you say that? Well, if we leave the Pokemon Center and head to this house here and talk to this kid here, he collects Pokemon. Do you have a Bellsprout? He will trade it for his Onix. Rocky the Onix will be the same level as the Bellsprout you give him. So if you give him a level 6 Bellsprout, you'll get a level 6 Onix. So, you're probably wondering, who is Onix? Onix is a Pokemon you'll be able to get later on if you don't want to take this trade, but I recommend picking up this trade to get Onix if you plan to use one, because the thing about traded Pokemon is they actually have a slight increase on any and all experience they gain, which can be very handy to leveling up. So, now with that trade over and done with, we now have Rocky the Onix. But what is Onix like? Well, okay, so Onix. If you're looking to get Onix, you'll be able to get it in the wild soon. So if you want to get it from the wild, you can get it there. But honestly, you want to get it from this trade because traded Pokemon get a boosted XP growth. And Onix, the only good thing I can say about Onix is it's got a lot of physical defense. However, it doesn't have anything else that's worth mentioning. It evolves into Steelix when you trade it with a Metal Coat, and Steelix is a beast with a base 200 defense. And if you can get Steelix, definitely use it on your team. It is a very good bulky Pokemon. Onix, on the other hand, a lot of people don't recommend, because Onix just can't deal out the damage. It's bulky, but that's all it's got going to it. If you want to use a Steelix, feel free to pick this one up. When you receive Rocky, he will actually come with a Prison Berry, so we'll take that. Rocky will be very handy for dealing with Faulkner, the next gym, so it is worth picking up. He has Sturdy Bind. He's got Sturdy. Okay, Screech Bind, Harden, and Tackle. Personally, I'm not going to use Rocky because I like a challenge. So, I'll just go and pop him in the PC. Okay, with that over and done with, what else is there? Well, as you can see, we've got this rock here, which we can't really do anything about. Remember it for later. But this building here is the Pokemon School. Herb will show you all there is to Pokemon. But where is Earl? Well, he's right here. Bonjour! Are you a trainer? Battle Gym Leader, when you did? You can say yes, and he will leave you alone, like this. If you say no, he will take you to the Pokemon School. And he will actually and here, there's not a lot here. Basically, you can look at the whiteboard and you will learn about the different status conditions of poison, paralysis, burn, sleep, and frozen. For some reason, confusion is not here. But I'll explain as they come up. Frozen is really rare, by the way. So here is the gym. And if we go inside... Yo, champ in the making! You must be here to challenge Faulkner, the gym leader, right? You're quite welcome! Almost. The city has a tower called the Sprout Tower where trainers come to train themselves. Challenging Faulkner may be too difficult if you haven't gone through their training. This is in the remakes. Essentially, we have to do Sprout Tower before we can challenge the gym. What do you do? So, we can go down here and we can pick up a yellow apricorn, which is actually a paralyzed cure apricorn, which will heal paralysis. And we can come down here to Route 32. I'm not going to go over encounters right now because there's nothing here I want, and in the original Gold and Silver, you will not be able to get any Pokemon here. Wait up, what's the hurry? Have you gone to the Pokemon gym? You can test your Pokemon and yourself there. It's a rite of passage for all trainers. Cool. He will not let us pass until we get the gym badge. We can also go out this way to Route 36, and only in Crystal. God, why am I always talking about Crystal? You can get some Pokemon encounters, which we'll go over right now. On Route 36, in the Crystal exclusive grass, you can find Growlithe. Growlithe is an amazing fire-type Pokemon, and definitely not worth sleeping on. It evolves into Arcanine with a Firestone, so you're going to need to evolve it late if you want to give it some good moves. However, Growlithe does boast a lot of great moves such as Flare Blitz and Crunch, and in general, when you evolve Arcanine, it can learn Extreme Speed, which can definitely help. Intimidate and Flash Fire are both great abilities. If you want one, be sure to pick up Intimidate, because Intimidate is just much better than Flash Fire. But yeah, Arcanine I highly recommend for your playthroughs. An odd tree is blocking the way to Eckerty. It's preventing me from shopping. Something should be done about it. Yo! Haven't you had trouble with a boulder blocking the way? Of course you have! For people like you, there's a HM that will come to your rescue. Here, we get HM06, which is Rock Smash. It contains Make 'em Faint Rock Smash. Well, it's not going to make him faint. You can even use it to smash boulders once you've earned the Violet City Gym Badge. But beware, hidden moves like this are hard to forget. You should think carefully which Pokemon should learn it. And as you can see, we got a dancing tree blocking the way. So down here we have the ruins of Alph, which we'll cover in a sec. But I think we'll go and tackle Sprout Tower now. Why? Because we just need to get it out of the way. So to get to Sprout Tower, it's very simple. You just head up here. However, one thing you may not know, if I remember correctly, there is a Pokeball right here, which cannot be seen. So always handy to pick them up. And we are at the front of Sprout Tower. Let's head on in. Sprout Tower! If for some unexplainable reason you had trouble finding a Rattata and you want a Rattata, you're guaranteed to find Rattata here. During morning and day, it is a 100% chance. However, at night, in all games, you can find Ghastly if you have not obtained one already. So, let's head on up and defeat all the trainers here. Pretty much all the trainers until the very top floor will just be level 3 Bellsprouts that have Vine Whip. So, I'll just skip through them. Okay, Confusion! I confused this Bellsprout. So Confusion will basically put the Pokemon into a state where every now and then it may actually harm itself using its attack stat. Which can be beneficial, but it's not a reliable way of doing damage. But it's still a status condition. So, can you hit yourself? No. Rats! When I want you to hit yourself, of course you don't. Here we go! It killed itself, it killed itself. No, fate, sorry. Down here, we get a Paralyze heal. And while we're ascending up the tower, I guess I'll talk about my experience with the game. So, Gold and Silver was actually my first ever video game. And I say that, technically, my first one is a bootleg of Pokemon Silver. And why was it a bootleg? Well, funny story. All of the Pokemon had a character limit of 5 characters. Meaning that Cyndaquil was just Cinder! Zubat was fine because it was Zubat. But then you would also have Mareep, for example, which is Marie! And speaking of Mareep, some Pokemon's names were also switched, meaning that Flaffy, the evolved form of Mareep and the second stage evolution, actually had its name swapped with Hoppip's second stage evolution, Skiploom. So whenever you evolved Mareep, it would say, "Congratulations, your Marie evolved into a Shroom!" It's funny to look back on now, but so that's always funny. I guess I should also mention, since I was a big fan of Gengar, my child self, my 7-year-old self, would always come here at night, always set the game time so it was night, so I could come here and catch a Ghastly, thinking it will eventually evolve into Gengar. However, I was a dumb kid, so I completely ignored the fact, or didn't even know the fact that I would need to trade on using my Game Boy Advance, not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color even, which is pretty much impossible because you need a Game Boy Color and you actually need a physical cable. So yeah, that was always fun. Up this ladder here, we get an X accuracy. X items are items you can use in battle to increase a stat temporarily while it's in battle. And that guy is avoidable. Speaking of the devil, here's Ghastly! Ghastly will have Glick and Hypnosis, so just be careful about it, because Hypnosis can put you to sleep. And oh, I've ran out of moves on Leech Life. So, we got up this ladder and we've reached the final floor. Here there's a potion which I want to pick up for now, but I'm gonna head back and heal. Okay, Apollo wants to learn Quick Attack. That's actually a very good move because it's a priority move that has slightly more power and is more accurate than Tackle, so I'm just gonna quickly learn that. I guess I should also mention that Dracula just learned Astonish as well, which is a ghost type move that has a chance to flinch. However, it's also very weak. Okay, made it back up to the top. All the trainers here are much tougher. I train to find enlightenment in Pokemon. Alright, so the first two trainers have the same Pokemon and level 6 Bellsprout, which has growth now, which increases attack and special attack, I believe. So, it's something to be careful of, but it's still very easy. Okay, Dracula has now reached level 10. It's so bright in my head. This guy is optional, so you may want to fight him to get a bit more experience, but who is that up there? You showed us what you've got, and it's indeed good. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are not tools of war. He calls himself the Elder. But he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Pokemon, they cannot defeat me. All I care about are strong Pokemon that win every time. The rest of them don't mean anything to me. Silver using escape rope. Oi, that's my stick! You can't do that! Well. Okay. Up here is an escape rope. So, that lets you flee the dungeon. And goddamn Ghastlies. They are far more frequent than the Rattatas. Thankfully, I have the super effective ghost type move. Oh, don't paralyze. Paralysis cuts my speed and can prevent me from attacking sometimes. Oh, this one is Spite, so it can reduce the power poison. Wanna go for 3 times in a row? Thank you. And a crit! Ay, ay, ay. I literally took 3 steps! Okay, so Sage Troy here. This Pokemon is on level 7 Bellsprout and a Hoot. Just thought I'd mention it. Okay, all healed up. Let's talk to this elder.
So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People and Pokemon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon.
Alright, so we have Elder Lee, who starts things off with a level 7 Bellsprout. Okay, this should be easy because we have Dracula. I used items instead of heading back. So we're gonna Confuse Ray. And we're gonna just defeat them here and now. And correction! Growth only does special attack in this game. I think it was changed in Gen 5. Big whoops. Okay, come on Dracula. You're supposed to be king of the vampires. Yes! Hurt yourself. Astonish! And we win. Dracula levels up to level 11. Can we get a good move? Next up is Hoot. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Apollo here. He's level 13, very over leveled. But it just makes quick work. If you have Cyndaquil, this is a breeze. Because Ember to win! Just Ember to win, and... Hypnosis. So Hypnosis, you're put to sleep and you can't do anything for a set number of turns. Eventually you'll wake up. Oh, you have Peck. Yikes. So you have Hypnosis, Growl, and Peck, and I think you also have Foresight as well. Or I might be thinking of the original games. Come on. Yes! Burn! Peck. And let's go for the quick attack. Come on! Again! Again with Hypnosis. Ay ay ay.
Wake up!
Come on, man. I'm trying not to use items in battle. A crit. Well, Dracula, all up to you then. Supersonic! Oh, Supersonic is so inaccurate. I don't want to use items in battle. Don't make me use items. Game! Thank you. Yes! Hoot hoot, hit yourself, please. Thank you! You take that XP. One, two, three, easy as one. Yeah, we'll stick with Dracula. Supersonic! Supersonic, come on! Right. All of Zubat's moves early on really do suck. Supersonic is 55% accurate. Yes! Why couldn't they have this be the game where they buffed Leech Life? Astonish! Confuse. Yes, hit yourself. Okay! Dracula, Astonish! Yes! We win! Do.
Ah, excellent!
We got some money!
The way you battle is quite elegant. You should be able to stand up to Faulkner. You should be able to make good use of this. It is a technical machine called Flash. Take it with you. Flash! Ah! When a Pokemon learns Flash, you can illuminate caves no matter how dark they may be. You can try it on Bellsprout, for example.
And we got a call from Joey! What does he want? Oh yeah, I saw a wild hoo-hoo about going for it, but then I failed. Cool, Joey. I will admit these phone calls do get more and more annoying. Okay. So, I guess I will see you guys outside. Okay, so while this is a good spot to wrap up, there's one more thing I want to do. And I recommend you don't use your escape rope to leave the tower for this. So, as you probably remember when we were on Route 36, we had this way to the ruins of Alf. Well, let's head here and check them out. So, the ruins of Alf, we won't be able to do much. As you can see, there's these rocks which we'll need Rock Smash for, and thus can't do anything. However, if we go here, there's a secret potion. And go up here. And in here. Welcome to this chamber. We are reconstructing ancient Pokemon stone panels. You can rotate stone panels by touching them for a short time. If you please touch a piece and slide it, you can move it around. We think we should be able to put them back to where they were. So, as you can see, if we interact with this, we can see this Pokemon hides on the seafloor and watches on the shore with its eyes on its back. So this is actually a turning piece puzzle, and this one is very simple. You have to make it look like Kabuto. However, we're not going to go over this just yet, because if we go to the back here, we can see some very strange lettering that kind of look like escape. Well, I wonder what happens if we use our escape rope. We've opened it up the passageway and we've still got the escape rope, so that's handy. So let's enter this chamber, and we've got some items here. We've got an Oran Berry. We've got a Pecha Berry, which is just like a Poison Cure Berry. Oran Berries are like regular berries, by the way. We've got Energy Powder, which is very good this early on. And we've also got Heal Powder. So, these two powders that we just picked up. Energy Powder, very bitter. Restores HP by 50 points. Heal powder heals status ailments, but is very bitter. If an item is very bitter, it will actually lower the friendship you have with your Pokemon, which is not ideal for certain Pokemon. But we've also got this pitfall here. Let's head on down. Ouch. Our plan energized words in this place. Our plan energized words in this place. Interesting. Whoa! Ow! Okay, so he fell down to this little area here.
This is a big room, but there's nothing here.
Indeed. This place has a mystical quality to it. Or historic quality? Or an eerie quality? Or an ancient quality? Or a solemn quality? Or a frosty quality? In essence, it feels sort of ethereal. These are the unknown ruins. The ruins have not been robbed nor tampered with, no graffiti either. Things are well preserved. Something here must make people feel like they should preserve it. So, you're probably wondering, what is this place? Well, there's actually... This place is kind of interesting in its own way, so let's head on out. And we're now at this big entrance here. Let's go and have a look at that puzzle and solve it. Okay, so for this puzzle, you want to make it look like a Kabuto. And... uh-oh. Oh no! Oof! Did you just come down from above? So, you must have solved the stone panel puzzle! That is wonderful! You seem to have some talent with archaeology. I will give you this unknown report. It records unknown as you capture them. I'm sure it will come in handy. Where we got the unknown report. And it's in the key items pocket. So, you're probably wondering, what is the unknown report? Well, there is a strange presence here. Doing that puzzle, we have now unlocked encounters for this place! Unknown! So, let's talk about unknown! Okay, so the only Pokemon you'll be able to encounter in the Roots of Owls in the interior is unknown. Sorry, unknown. I'm trying to think of good things to say about it. It has Levitate, which gives it a ground immunity. It's got Hidden Power, which can be any type other than normal. Look, Unknown is not good at all. You're probably looking at the attack and special attack being 72. I'm thinking that's pretty decent. But it's only going to be able to use Hidden Power, as it's the only move it gets. And Hidden Power is not reliable because it's based on the Pokemon's individual values. For it could be an Ice type when it's a Fighting type move, and you'll never get a Psychic move that you can consistently use on this thing. Honestly, it's a shame because in the Unknown movie, Spell of the Unknown, Unknown is shown to be able to, manipulate time and space, yet in the games it's just complete garbage. Honestly, if you find yourself with an Unknown, take some advice from its name, and you know what to do. Okay, so... you're probably wondering, what is this Unknown report? Well, the Unknown report, as you can see, number of current kinds 0. This means I have caught 0 kinds of unknown. There are 26 unknown. one for each letter of the alphabet. Then, once you caught all of them, you can catch unknown exclamation mark and unknown question mark. Yeah, catching all the unknown is never really good. But, fun fact, in the original games, exclamation mark and if I remember correctly, there is a certain condition that only 2 types of unknown can fulfill. The staff here at the Ruins Research Center is excellent, and the research makes good progress with absolutely no effort on my part. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to my staff. Typical director. How do you like the unknown report I gave you? Unknown are recorded as you catch them. It's quite useful. There are odd patterns drawn on the walls of the ruins. They must be the keys of unraveling the mystery of the ruins. Yeah. So, fun fact about Unknown. Unknown is interesting considering they had an entire movie based around them. Entei and the Spell of the Unknown. And Unknown are depicted to have basically time and space rendering abilities. But in the games, they suck ass. In here, you'll actually find a Great Ball, which is a step up from the Pokeball, giving a 1.5% chance of catching the Pokemon. And going through here, we're back at Route 32. So, considering we've gone through Violet City, had a look around, all that's left to do is the gym. But before we leave, let's have a look at our egg. Doesn't seem close to hatching. Okay. So when you look at the egg, it will say, doesn't seem close to hatching. And when it's about to hatch, the text will appear to, it will hatch soon. That is when you know your Pokemon egg will hatch. I'm going to keep this one in the party while I prepare for the next gym and as we progress on. I'll eventually hatch the other 2, but I want to hatch the Slugma egg because Flame Body will help hatching eggs. So, without further ado, this has been Pokemon Heartgold Soulsilver. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, comment, and hopefully I've earned your subscription today. In the next episode, we'll be taking on the gym leader and begin progressing on to the next one. I have been Tuxig99CD, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!